Hey, what is going on, Geminis? Butch Tarot here. I keep saying it even though it's right there. Um, I'm going to do your 1 week read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. I'm going to be using the Tarot of Dreams. And with all that being said, let's get it. Yours. What message do we have for Geminis today? What is going on for Geminis? All right, Geminis. So the first thing I'm seeing, Geminis, I feel like there is someone that I feel like you have this incredibly deep connection with. I feel like it is a friendship, but it's more. There's definitely something deeper between the two of you. I feel this closeness, and you're just feeling drawn to this person. So it's definitely more than just a friendship. So for some of you, this is someone that you've been with for a while. For others, this is a fairly new relationship, but it's definitely a relationship. It's definitely something you already have started with someone. Now, I feel like you feel this draw to this person. Everything in you is telling you there's something more to this. The only issue I'm seeing is I feel like you're not feeling it from them. You're not really sure where they stand. Like I said, there's a great friendship that you have. I feel like open communication. I feel like you have great conversations with this person. But I feel like we haven't talked about what really matters here, what's really going on. We're not talking about the elephant in the room. And it feels like this person may be even keeping something from you. So it's kind of like we're in limbo here. We don't know where we're going. We don't know how this person truly feels. I feel like this person is not overly emotional. They don't show a lot of emotion. So it's almost like they're very hard to read. And for a Gemini, I can see that as being very frustrating. Geminis don't like being left in the dark. That's why they're the communicators. They have open communication. They like to get shit out of the way. They like to have the air clear. With this person, what I'm seeing is I feel, I feel like anxious energy with this person, with the Nine of Swords. And this anxious energy is because of, I feel like in the past, this person, they were betrayed. And it caused a lot of shit in their life. And this person is in no hurry to have that drama again. They're in no hurry to have any drama. And it's not that they feel like this connection that they have with you would be that way. It just makes them more hesitant when moving forward with something. I feel like this is that's why they're not overly emotional. I feel like they kind of harness their emotions. They kind of keep it to the side. They try to keep their emotions out of it. But frankly, what I'm seeing is their emotions aren't staying out of this. You know, they've been hurt before, they've been betrayed before. That caused the shit to hit the fan, and they're not in any hurry to get back there again. And I feel like the last relationship, or the last real relationship they were in, was the one we're talking about here with all that drama. You know, and it's, unfortunately, I see this a lot. You know, when someone gets screwed over real bad, you know, it's very hard for them to get back on the horse. It's very hard for them to put themselves out there again. And every time it happens to people, it's harder the next time. It just, so the more you get screwed over, the less likely you want to get screwed over. So the more you kind of shelter yourself. And that's what I see with this person. It's like this self-imposed prison. But don't get it twisted. Don't get what I'm saying twisted, because what I see is, I mean, this person knows what they want. You know, this person is just overthinking the shit out of things right now, but it'll come. You know, it will come. You know, I see the trust is being established. You know, this person wants to trust. And it's not about trusting you as much as it is trusting themselves. They want to be able to trust themselves. They want to be able to trust you. And I feel like that is happening. You know, but it's not quick. This is not a quick moving energy. It is going to take time. But, like I said, this person feels that connection with you. You know, we talk about that Lover's card and that deep connection. That's a deep connection that's not just a one-sided thing. It's on both sides. I mean, this person, even though they're not overly emotional, even though they're having a hard time showing it, they're not walking away from this. I mean, this person truly loves you. You know, they want to be here. Because if they didn't, they wouldn't be. You know, like I said, I mean, this person, they're putting in the work whether you see it or not. And the more work they put in, the more effort they put in, the more they start seeing it for what it really is. You know, this person keeps putting in the work. They keep showing up, and they will continue to show up for you. I mean, what they're holding back is how they truly feel it. And I feel like that's that internal struggle within them. That's their own internal struggle. That has nothing to do with how they feel about you at all. You know, how they feel about you is real. I feel like the biggest struggle with them is trusting themselves. I mean, like I said, they're overthinking the shit out of this. They feel connected to you. You know, and I feel like with this person, I mean, I continue to see them grow. And like I said, with the Hangman, they are seeing things in a different perspective. You know, they're not as bad. They're not as far off where you want them to be as they were from the beginning. I mean, they're slow and steady. With that Knight of Pentacles, it's a slow and steady energy. Like I said, we had the Knight of Swords in reverse, so I don't feel like it's a quick moving energy, but they are getting there. And this will continue to grow to a point where they find balance. And you will find balance in this connection. You know, with that Temperance, that Sagittarius energy, then we have the Devil card, letting go of the things that no longer hold them back. So they are getting better. They are getting closer where you want them to be. Now, the only question is here, is it worth the wait? And I believe that it is. I believe you already know that it is. You know, what I feel like the only real problem is sometimes when we hold on to something, we don't know where it's going. Sometimes the problem can be, how long do I hold on to something that isn't going anywhere? You know, if this isn't going anywhere, I want to know now. Well, that's why I feel like this message was for you. Because it's telling you that it is going where you want it to go. You know, the one that you want wants you. There's just a bit of defensive energy around them. You know, they're holding back a little bit. They're being a little bit cautious, but they're not stopping this full stop. And the closer this gets, the more balanced they feel, the quicker it'll move forward. I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like this is exactly what you've been waiting for. This is what they've been waiting for. This is just not only what they, what you both want, it's what you both need. And I see a lot of happiness coming. And I feel like once this person opens up to you, they'll make it very clear. So it's basically I feel like the question on a lot of your mind has been on your mind, has been, am I just doing this for nothing? Is it going nowhere? Am I the only one that feels something in this connection? And the answer is no. You're not the only one. It is going somewhere. I feel like you're going to have no regrets. With that Five of Swords, I feel like you're going to have no regrets at all. And once we get to that place, all this won't even be an issue anymore. You won't even think about it. When we're happy, we don't think about when we're sad. When you're in a moment where you're happy, things are going away, you feel loved, you feel nurtured, you feel taken care of, you're not going to sit there and think about how you got there. You're just going to enjoy the moment and the moments that follow. I mean, trust your intuition. You both want this. You both need this. And you both will get what you want from this. Like I said, I see a lot of happiness. I'm not seeing any red flags. Yeah, I feel like this person's a bit slow and, but it's steady. So if you see someone and, if you vision it this way, you're walking really fast and the person beside you is kind of walking slow. Yeah, they're walking slow, but as long as they're walking, they're not just standing still somewhere. And I feel like the more they stop overthinking, the more they just accept what's right in front of them, the more they trust this connection, which they are, the quicker it'll move. I mean, I see a lot of big changes coming. One thing I don't see changing is how they feel about you or how you feel about them. At the core of it all. I see how you see them will change because you'll see them as someone that is getting there. They're slow walking. It's getting quicker. You're not in this alone. And I feel like that was the biggest question. Because nobody wants to be in it alone. Nobody wants to be wanting someone that doesn't want them back. And I can see where it gets frustrating, but trust me when I say this, you will find balance in this situation, and it's coming quicker than you think. Now with this person, we have Aries, Libra, and Gemini. Aquarius, Sagittarius, we have some Virgo, Cancer, and Pisces. I do feel some Capricorn in there as well. We'll throw that in there. We did have that devil. That little devil. We're not always on the same page from day one. Just not. I feel like you're more on the same page than you think you are. And I feel like that causes frustration. And that's what's hard sometimes when we're with someone that isn't overly emotional, because it takes them more time to show that. But I mean, the connection here is clear. You're not wrong. The one that you want wants you, and that's evident throughout the whole read. It wasn't, I wasn't seeing red flags. I wasn't seeing any, you're wasting your time, energy. I feel like you're on the right track. And just because this person doesn't tell you right now, doesn't mean they don't feel it, and doesn't mean they don't show it in their own way. They're just gonna have to, and they will adapt to showing you in the way you need to see it. Me and my partner, she has helped me change the way I show my emotion. I was always the type of person that would buy you gifts. And I don't mean gifts as in, just going out and buying flowers and chocolates all the time. I mean, I would always buy gifts that I knew meant something. What was important. So it was basically like, like I remember this one time she was talking about going back to the gym. So I'd buy her some wireless headphones and some new shoes. You know what I mean? Like I wanted her to have, that was the gift. It was the stuff I knew she could use. Or like there was one year where I bought, she always wanted this particular watch. She wanted this really nice watch. And so there was one year I went, and she's always loved pearls. So I went and got a custom made, the watch that she wanted, but I got it with a pearl face. That's how I showed my love. I paid attention to details. It was small things for me. But what I had realized, and what a lot of us don't realize, is that's not particularly how everybody accepts the love. Some people just want to, be cuddled. They want you to rub their back, or they want you to, massage their shoulders. They want you to listen to them when they're having a bad day and not try to fix it. You got to learn to speak their language. And it's not that they don't appreciate the nice things. She appreciated it, but that isn't how she wanted love. So I had to learn how to love her the way she wanted to be loved, because that's what a real partner does for the other partner. They learn you. That shows true effort. Not everybody wants extravagant gifts. Not everybody wants you to always give them compliments. Some people just want you to listen. Some people want you to cuddle them. Whatever it is, if that person means something to you, then you learn how to love them. Trust me, for all the ladies out there, I'm trying to teach men this. But we also have to be accountable on our own end. If you don't know how your partner wants to be loved, I feel like it's on us to learn it. And if we don't want to love them that way, then maybe that's not the partner for us. If we can't do that, maybe that's not the partner for us. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just learning, understanding each other. A deep connection needs deep understanding. How many times have you felt the connection to someone and didn't understand it? Think about that as like somebody says something to you and uses a word you don't understand. You can either go on not understanding it and be half-assed out of the conversation, or you can Google it, use a dictionary, figure what the word means, how to use it, and then you're back in the conversation. I mean, if you think about it, it's like talking over each other's head all the time. You can be with someone that's really intelligent and use really big, fancy words, and you have no idea. It's like when you go to the doctor and they start telling you something, and you have no idea what the hell they're saying because they're using their doctor lingo. Like, I didn't go to medical school, so they want to help you, they got to kind of meet you in the middle and kind of dumb it down for you. Or you can go read a medical journal and figure out all the medical terminology. One way or the other, I feel like you got to meet, in a real relationship, you meet halfway. And if they're not willing to come halfway for you, and you're not willing to go halfway for them, you're never going to get all the way there. That's just my take. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.